Yesterday the rain's been dumping, if you can't tell. So I've been trying to come up with some projects to keep me dry. So I started working on how I was going to block all these rafter spaces, and here's what I came up with is a 2x4 set in there. I'll show you in a second, but it's proud of that far edge. And I just got like a screen door kit and roll this a few times, put a couple staples in there to make it at least held down, but it's still kind of fluffy, so that I can keep an air gap for this cathedral ceiling, which I'll finish with a little bit of insulation and hopefully have these show just a little bit. It's going to be an art project and suck, but I want to keep this vented. And this is how my bug-proof version, so I get that screen hooked up on top of there, pop these in, and it's just held. It's not structural or anything, just held with a couple little nails into these rafters. And when we look outside, you can see that it's proud of the top plate, but even with the sheathing, so that when I put my siding on, I'll just cover up this. Maybe I'll stick a little spacer of plywood in there, but my my siding will be able to go up all the way to the top, and I'll just custom cut all those. I think it's going to work, although it's a lot of little cut pieces and tedious work, but I think it'll look pretty cool. And even unfinished, it doesn't look terrible. In my opinion, so I think we'll go with that. So it's something like that right there for the blocking. I kind of roll it in and under itself, so when I jam it into the roof, this part stands up, and we've got our little air gap so that I've got some airflow and my little bug trap. And this seems to be going in pretty well. The worst part about working in the rain out here is it's too damn cold to drink a beer. I keep being freezing by the time I crack it when I try and finish it. But other than that, it's pretty fun to be out here in the fall and rainy season. Oh yeah. It's a beauty, Pat. Everything's not quite officially flashed. I use that Vicor stuff around all the flashings, just letting the caulk set up and everything, but honestly that's probably weather tight acceptably. I've been flashing with this Vicor stuff that's legit. You can see we've got almost the entire bottom still, the top plate tyveked off. pretty good. Yeah. Nice, dude. Side's done. Ready for winter. Let me get my money shots from this log. There it is.
Hey guys. Mom! Feather! Butterfly! Talk to it!
Hey, Mr. Butterfly!
Butterfly, come back!
He's gonna go on Dad.
He's not.
Okay, watch out, Brody.
Struggling.
Hey, Broads, can you step away from the ladder?
Definitely don't be under there.
Papa, Mama.
Hi, Abby girl. Okay, hold on. Let me pick you up.
Butterfly, come here.
There, gotcha.
Struggling there.
Oh man, I think I just
Here,
got called
right
off
there.
on it. What are you gonna do?
Here he is, putting in the last window. I'm sure you saw in last week's episode where he said he'd never let me film again. But
We are.
here I am. He still needs me.
Alright, perfect. Alright, I thought I'd do a little walk around now that I've got all the tyvek and windows in. So, tyvek all throughout, 9 windows in. These 2 are vertical sliders. All these square ones are awnings. So getting up and opening this one might be like a once a trip thing, or if it's really hot or really cold, you open it or close it. But I'll show them from the inside. They're crank open, so it'd be a ladder from inside in the vaulted area. These 3 windows are all the same. They're nice. These butterfly in. This one, which will be the bathroom, opens this way. Got all the loft tyveked and that window in there, which looks awesome. It looked like such a shanty with all the plywood cuts and different shapes, but it's really cohesive now. It makes me feel like it's gonna look really sharp once there's siding all over the thing. We've got the front door in. I just have it in place to make sure it was operational and things. It's been sitting here for like 2 years. It's disgusting to clean up. The upper loft is the slider as well. Like there's no sill flashing or anything yet, but it's in and it works. And this is how we've been living. Here's the kitchen. This is my bedroom, the kids' bedroom. Who stayed 2 nights out here actually. They did really pretty well. And it was even down to like 33 degrees and foggy and wet cold, so I'm pretty proud of them, but I don't know if they'll be coming back if it gets any colder. And hopefully next time they do come back, I'll have it all, it's all dried in, but I'll have it all weathered in. So all these like little rafter spaces are blocked, and this area into the rafter, I'm going to throw some sheathing on down there so that we can insulate and then floor over that. But I'll at least get it sheathed today. And the next major move, I mean there's no roof on yet, so that's the next major move. It's trimming all these panels so they can fit up there really quick. Which I still have some detail work to do on the ridge cap over here. Other than that, and like rake flashings and things. Other than that, it's done, so it should go relatively quick. And we'll be putting in a wood stove at some point, so there'll be a through point there in that corner, and then the wood stove will be in this corner when you come in. When that happens, we'll be living, but that might be not till next winter or so that we're operational like that. We'll see. But I'm super happy with all the progress. It's going good. It looks pretty sharp. And it's a really fun time to be here with all the leaves changing and different critters coming through. I think we had some a moose come through last night. This is my trail to the river, but there's tons of game trails shooting off it and along the river and in all these thickets. There's all these down patches where moose or probably a bunch of deer hanging out for the night, which is pretty cool to have that around the cabin. Yeah, looks sharp. Oh, sweet pea. Okay, so here's this soffit that was just kind of open space into the loft, and it actually sat really nice up against this edge. You could probably caulk it in and be airtight at least, but I was thinking I'd run a 2x4 under it and give it something to nail into to really secure it. It is just going to be space, right? This is going to be the actual floor level of the loft, so this is space that'll just be insulated. Or maybe I'll make a little stash spot, like secret door space in here. But I think that's going to do pretty nice. I think that makes it official. We're sealed through. I did blocking all up in the rafter spaces all the way around. And I have mesh on top of those. I still need to put it on top of these guys. And with that little bit of soffit done, might actually retain some heat. When I was sleeping in it last night, it was like 34 degrees and I could feel draft coming up and straight down on top of me. So that's pretty exciting. The biggest gaps are probably these like rough cuts to put the siding on, or maybe the cracks in my door that I haven't finished up. Feels pretty good though.